Hi Apple lovers and welcome to another episode of iWeekly, your ultimate destination for all things Apple. Join me every week as I dive into the latest Apple news, exciting rumours and in-depth insights straight from Cupertino. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a loyal Apple fan or just curious about the future of technology, this series has you covered. This episode looks at the news from my trusted sources for the week commencing the 2nd of June 2025. Coming up we have WWDC Sleek Peek, HomePad announcement coming, visionOS 26 emphasis on gaming, iOS 18 on 88% of iPhones, hardware at WWDC, and dedicated gaming app. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to stay ahead of the curve and never miss an episode. New episodes every weekend, and turn on the notification for instant updates. My three trusted sources are macrumours.com, 9to5mac.com and appleinsider.com, and there's links below, so go check them out. Now let's start the news. Okay, so first up, over at macrumours.com on Monday, June the 2nd, we had Apple shares new Sleek Peek teaser ahead of WWDC 2025 next week. So they've now calling it Sleek Peek. Now that is still more things related to glass and looking through and stuff like that. So it's very much, I think they know it's been leaked now. They know what to expect, but they're the ones that probably leaked it. So they're definitely going down this vibe of glass and seeing through stuff. So I think the sound of it looks awesome. Let's hope they actually deliver, and where Siri and stuff like that has been disappointed, let's hope that they actually get this right. Then over on 9to5Mac on Tuesday, June the 3rd, new HomePad could be a surprise hardware star of WWDC. So 8 years ago, the first HomePod was announced at WWDC. Could happen again. I think there's so much going on at the other traditional keynotes, such as September, October being iPhone, and then the next one just being about the Mac. The spring one tends to have a lot in it, but obviously we've had spring. So if they are going to announce any hardware, I hope it's this. And this is something I really yearn for. Obviously, I've done a video on my home setup, which I'll put in the link below. I'm into my smart home, but I haven't had anything new for a while and there's been no updates. Even if they just update the software for now, that would be a good start. But I believe something is coming. Whether it's going to be at WW, let's wait and see. Then on June the 4th, over at appleinsider.com, visionOS 26 at WWDC rumoured to have a big emphasis on gaming. And I think this is the future of visionOS. Certainly not their most expensive one, their Pro one, but when they do hybrid models, the cheaper models, I mean, let's look at Meta and look at the Quest. It's all about the gaming, right? And I think they really should emphasize this, especially when it comes to spatial gaming. I think that's where they need to go with it for that to be a success, and then they can start making pro features and such. They should have started it this way, but hey, I think they're going to get there eventually, and this is good news. Then back over at macrumours.com on Thursday, June the 5th, many iPhones are now running iOS 18. It took long enough, but now they reckon 88% of iPhones are now running iOS 18. So the iPhone 13 and newer are all running it, and for the rest of them, 82% of all active iPhones have adopted to iOS 18. I think it's been a good year, ignoring Apple Intelligence and Siri. Pre that, iOS 18 is a pretty solid version, and kind of a good way to end that kind of era, especially if they are going to change stuff with the next set of OS updates. Then back over at 9to5Mac on Friday the 6th of June, new hardware launching at WWDC. So I have already talked about the HomePad. However, a Mac Pro might debut. Now I think that's overkill at this point. Apart from the expansion slot, everything else is covered in the Mac Studio, which they recently released and updated the chips, but we'll see. However, AirTag 2s could also come, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see both the HomePad and AirTags update of some sort. Hopefully they keep them the same size so you can still use your key rings and stuff. And then finally, back over at Apple Insider on June the 6th, We have dedicated gaming app in iOS 26 or 19 or whatever it will call. We'll try to help users play together and find new titles. So I think this has always been a vision of theirs. And yes, there is a gaming app, but let's face it, it's no Xbox app or PlayStation app. So I think this is good focus. And actually, with that rumor of visionOS focusing on it, it could be a mainstream for binding devices together. So let's see. Okay, so that's it for this episode of iWeekly. Please join me next week, so be sure to turn on those notifications to see my latest videos. Please like and subscribe to me, and also check me out on Instagram and Threads at TechHubWorldsUK, and check out my website at www.techhubworldsuk.co.uk, and I'll see you on next week's news.